Good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning into today's flip-flap toy review. And of course, it is part 2 of our flip-flap toy review, where originally I was going to be reviewing the other full half of that other toy review that was basically 8, but because of my upset stomach, well, unfortunately I had to split the video. I actually had to split the toy reviews into like 2 halves. But for some reason, it feels like we've actually gained some additional products. Let's check it out. I mean, of course, yes, we've got the Tony Playwell Tokyo Metro train, 10,000 series, red line train running, of course. It's bloody noisy, that thing. But of course, yes, we've got 2 other products that I think they're pretty much new kids in the block. I think it's these 2. But of course, yes, I think I've already had a look at this, but there's another difference. But there's also another peculiar area. I'm going to review this 16 pounds flip-flap origami 12-pack of Asian Wild SWAN geese. It's a swimming flock, but let's take a look at the back of the box or the packaging or the envelope. Something's not very good. Dun dun dun! What the hell is this burgundy slash magenta slash maroon blob doing here? That's not allowed. Maybe I must have placed it in some packaging that I must have caused a bit of an accident of. Now that's just totally wrong. I mean, seeing that, that is just beyond hilarious, so I'm very sorry about that. Maybe you have to probably throw away that packaging and probably give it away to someone else, and then, you know, maybe I could do round 2 of that product in another generation's time. So there you go, that's what they all look like. Very much similar. Of course, yes, I can't see any discernible differences. I think what I'm seeing here is the colours are brown. Strangely enough, this one hasn't got a name. Let me just go ahead and do a jump cut and see if I could do a bit of an edit. And maybe if I want to come in and help this goose, I'm going to go ahead and probably put a bit of a name. Obviously, it's a little bit like ringing birds in real life, you know, ornithology-wise, of course. There you go, I'm just going to call this thing a swan goose, because that's what it's meant to be. Yay! It looks pretty cool, doesn't it, eh? And of course, yes, we've got some of the other swan geese. They're actually a lot more peachier than the buffy yellow colours of the other product. It does look fairly nice. There's some more of it here as well. Yeah, it looks very nice. Very interesting to see. Hey! Hey! Stop running over my geese. They are my precious geese, you know. There you go. That's what they all look like. They look very cool, obviously. And obviously, one thing you may have noticed on the back of the packaging is that it also says colours may vary, because of course, as I can see, some different tones of brown, different hints of brown, different shades of brown, and different methods, of course. This one here isn't being used with watercolour. This one has, but it's gone really sloppy on the neck. See, now it looks like he's got a gunshot on his neck. That's not very good. It looks pretty interesting, isn't it? Seeing some swan geese, but I think I've already seen those before. Yeah! And of course, yes, I might also move on to another product. I mean, there's no discernible differences on the actual design, but apart from the colours that it's just the colours that I've actually physically used somehow. Okay, let's move on to another flip-flap product before we get completely and utterly hectic over stuff. Without juxtaposing too much nonsensical words here. And I hope I've got plenty amount of memory on my tablet, because sometimes the storage capacity can be quite deemed as full because it's HD. Okay, let's move on to another flip-flap product, and the next one is the flip-flap origami monkey mud-flat Mangrove tribal mixed species gourmet battle conquest 12-pack. And look at that monkey with his bloody golden teeth. Here you go. See, I could do a noise of that. £22. That's how much it costs. And I think that's how the monkeys are designed like that these days. And there is the back of the packaging. And I mean, this is no Barrel of Monkeys rip-off. This is just an actual different product for £22. 6 monkeys. It contains 2 species: the crab-eating monkey and the southern pink-tailed monkey. There's a coconut here. And of course, yes, we've got some mud skippers, and we've also got some giant spiny fiddler crabs, which I probably may have seen them in real life when I went to Malaysia. in Hollow, of course. Of course, there's a very weird reading. It says, the male crab is duller than the female crab, and the one side of the claw is brightly coloured. And I think it is brightly coloured because fiddler crabs often tend to have, you know, claws on one side larger than their usual claws. But it's only the males. Let me just go ahead and crack this open and see what we have. Very gently, of course. Inexplicably coming for the unpacking because it's an envelope. And inside here is quite a very large, oh my goodness, toy product. Woo-wee! Wow, never seen those crabs before. They look so freaking ginormous than those swimming crabs before in previous videos. Now let me just take a look at the crab first. That is the male. You see it's a fiddler crab because, hey, one side of the claw is coloured in. And we've got a bit of a brownish / greenish colorization here. It looks quite amazing. Now I wouldn't say iridescent. It does have this sort of greenish, sort of blackish, well actually brownish sort of colour. It looks very nice. And then we've also got the female crab, which I actually had very big trouble of because I was actually having trouble to add the eyelashes and stuff. And there's the underside of it, which looks totally amazing. There's the underside of the male crab. It's got like a greyish underside, if you know what I mean. And it does look pretty spectacular. Very fascinating. It all looks pretty cool. And to me, when I made these crabs, they sort of look a little bit like spiders. And the way they are designed like spiders because of their big size. But anyways, let's take a look at the coconuts. Because hey, why the hell not? Maybe you could just get hit by the head of the coconut. You can just get hit on the head by a coconut. If you're very unlucky on just shaking them. And there's some fish, which I believe these are mud skippers. If you know that Pokemon Mudkip, you know what I'm talking about. That's what these fish are supposed to be designed after. Along with the flippin' axolotl. And yeah, you haven't made any axolotl themed products yet. But these guys, they look really cool. Very colourful as well. They're literally based on the, I can't really remember. I think they're golden spotted mudkips. No, wait, golden spotted mud skippers. Sorry. I keep on calling these things mudkips because of flippin' Pokemon. Let's take a look at the monkeys before we start monkeying around in this toy review. And I'm so flippin' enthusiastic today because of monkeys. Yay! Okay, yes, I remember going in Malaysia on holiday, of course, and this here is the crab-eating macaque. They're like one of the most common of all monkeys in Malaysia, but unfortunately their conservation status is now endangered. I've actually made 3 of them, so there's another one here, and there's also another monkey of the same design, which looks like that. Obviously I made 3 of these monkeys, but we've also got a new kid in the block. Noticing we've got some very different design differences going on here. There are no design changes because we're talking about different species of monkeys. This one looks like it's got a bit of a reddish brownish colour. But I'm going to show you the crab-eating macaque's close relative, which is the pig-tailed macaque, which I think it's the southern pig-tailed macaque because it's got like a piggy tail on it. That's why they're called pigtails. You know, it's all curled up and whatnot. It looks quite fascinating. These guys are the sort of the ones that, unfortunately, because of animal cruelty, these guys are often used for the coconut industry, where they harvest coconuts on palm trees. If you know what I'm talking about, there's another one here. Just look at the muzzle. The muzzle looks a little bit more angular, and it's also a lot more broader, wider, and also longer as well. If I put it to the crab-eating macaque, the design is slightly different as well though too. You can see that the muzzle here is a lot more longer and a bit bigger as well too. But also there's the additional detailing of an underside, which looks fairly fascinating. To me, whenever I think of these macaques, they look a little bit like baboons or mandrills, which are another type of monkey found in Africa. 2 of them. And of course, yes, we've got 3 of these monkeys. They look really, really cool. The crab-eating macaques. Very, very common, but they're surely quite aggressive. I think people have told me that crab-eating macaques, as I'm going to probably pack these monkeys, these simians away, and those marine stuff away, hey? There's also another product featuring monkeys, but hey, it also comes with a very cool feature. It's that product there that I might as well take a look at. Before that, I've actually heard that crab-eating macaques are actually less aggressive than rhesus macaques, which is a different species of monkey, but not found in Malaysia, but found in India through southern China to Thailand. I think that's where they're found in. If you know my flippin' primatology studies and stuff. Okay, let's take a look at our next monkey for Origami products. It's a seashell shore monkey, Cove. You said cave, didn't I? It's a Cove tool-use 12-pack. And it costs about £20.99. And there's the back of the flipping packaging. We've got some clams, monkeys. I mean, what else do you want more in your life? More monkeys. Let me just go ahead and unpack this product because I'm so excited just to monkey around. Here we go. And what's interesting is that there's another set of packaging that has been wrapped inside a piece of wiping. And I think it's because of the fact that these items are quite small and tiny. In fact, we've got all of the monkeys outside from their little monkey bar cage type things. It looks like that monkey's got a bit of a very strange head deformation going on here. Poor little baby monkey. Of course, yes, they look very much the same as what we've seen before, but I'm going to be quite curious on taking a look at what's inside that piece of cloth, which is actually quite interesting. It's actually a packet of wipes. In fact, that's actually a piece of wiping from, I can see 2 female monkeys and 1 alpha male monkey, which I can't tell which one's who. I don't know. It looks very interesting to tell. Obviously, that guy might be the alpha male, but he looks quite skinny. Let's take a look at what's inside these packets of wipes. Ooh, there's an oyster here, so that those monkeys can have a bit of a flipping time whacking with stones and stuff. I think what we're missing is the stone. But we do have some pearls and clams. Hello! I'm a clam! That one there as well too. I can't really find at the, there's, I think what's meant to be inside is a box that looks like a stone. Unfortunately, I can't find it. But it looks pretty cool. Strangely enough, I might as well just repack this and move on to the other product. Okay, with the train on the background, and to be honest, this video almost looks like as it was pretty much... Oh, hang on a minute. There's the stone here. There you go, that's what these monkeys would use. Sorry, I initially thought it was missing, but hey, there's a little flipping stone that these monkeys would potentially use just to, you know, crack oysters up. Like this. It's like the monkeys were like the Flintstones. Flintstones. Free up the Flintstones. Without getting a copyright DMCA. Right. Without sounding too flippin' rad, otherwise the copyright people are gonna have an angry angst against my interpretations of songs and whatnot. So it's these 3 products done. Oh god, the coconut's taken out. That's not very good. Oh my goodness me, Coco has gone nuts. Why am I doing flippin' puns? Because I'm looking at products based on monkeys. But hey, of course yes, monkeys are part of the Chinese zodiac because hey, here's our first flip-flop origami penguin club world themed product. It's also a Chinese New Year themed product. Hey, it's not just pigs and monkeys. Well, I could make a wild boar themed product. You know, all about pigs and stuff, eh? That's what I was saying here, eh? But of course, yes, we've got penguins and dragons. You know, Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeons and Penguins. Was that quite true, right? There you go. It's very, very nice. It's Sensei's Dragon and Villager, how do you say it, Crop Showcase 12-pack, £18. Quite a cheap product. Actually, it's very expensive. I have to say the prices of these toys are getting flippin' expensive. And here's the slogan here. It says, all dragons go to heaven. That's quite a very good slogan for the event for Chinese New Year. There's no timeline dating on the back compared to here. Yeah, of course, monkeys are zodiac animals in China, and so are the dragons, but not penguins. But let's take a look and see what we've got. In fact, the whole packaging looks like it's already determined to open up. Crikeys, I can't believe that. Here are the penguins, and here is our Chinese dragon that we've got. That looks very much interesting. Of course, yes, I haven't made a very decent penguin clockwork toy product for such a flipping long time. I was actually having trouble because I want to make like a very large, you know, Chinese dragon like toy. But nevertheless, I think we've certainly got one at the very end. Looks okay, doesn't it? It's got like a little face, which isn't that clear. Part of me is thinking, am I going to reject doing tool reviews later on in the video? Well, no, because I'm still very good at filming tool reviews and whatnot, though, even if they do go wrong. The eye, it looks a little bit faint. And there's the other side of the dragon. Sorry if my tablet is playing hard on me. Does not really want to focus today. It's got a very weird looking face. Yeah, it's curious. Remembering it does look quite interesting. Let's take a look at the... what do we have? We've got some fish. I think what's missing is... there's a duck here. There's a little Peking duck for those who want to go to Beijing, China, just to have one of those. And then we've also got some Chinese hats. Asian conical hats that you can just wear these, of course. But I'm not going to put them on because, hey... today I'm actually just going to be cheap as chips. Here you go, there's Sensei the penguin with his permanent beard and whatnot. And I've also got another penguin which looks like that. Looks like a blackish looking penguin, archetypal black penguin of course. Look at that face. Looks a bit derped. And then we've also got a pink looking penguin which looks very nice in colour. And hey, I can't go wrong with those flightless little water birds, big flightless water birds, and then there's the blue penguin. Very interesting. And then we've also got some fish in this product, just normal fish. But hey, happy Chinese New Year to them. Obviously, I need to make more of these products so that I can get a lot of bang for buck making these products. Let's move on to another product. Okay, next product I'm going to take a look at is, of course, the Flip Out Origami Butterfly Collection Northern Shoveler Swimming Feeding Flock 12 pack for £22.50. Crockies. Frickin' hell. The prices are just flipping expensive, man. I can't stand how expensive products. Here you go, we've got 6 ducks based on Northern Shovelers. It's a British Wildlife Collection toy. We've got 3 fish and 3 shrimps. Let's get them out from the packaging. Coming in for the inquisitively quick unpacking. Don't know why I have to sound like I'm an absolute guy just doing this toy review. And hey, here are the ducks. And I've already done Northern Shovelers before, but because I've seen so many of them recently in previous years, hey, I want to make more of those. They look so cool. Oh, hey, naughty girl. Don't you ever dare whack my dudes and other critters alike. This is the female Northern Shoveler that I'm looking at. There you go. It looks very much on the hallmarks of what shoveler ducks seem to look like. There's another one here, which I believe is the male of the species, which looks a-okay, nicely brightly coloured. Looks like a pseudo-mallard going by the green head, and there's no name on the bottom of the duck, which I can certainly fix it right now. I'm too determined to go ahead and put the name like so. Let me just go ahead and grab a flipping pencil. I can't see a flipping pencil somewhere. Oh wait, I can. Okay, it's a male Northern Shoveler Drake. I think that the name Drake is a male duck. Okay, that looks very much like so. And it's interesting, that's quite funny, is that the design has actually changed so much. They used to be quite a very plump and chubby looking duck, but now they've just look a little bit slimmer and a bit very much like the older designs that I made back then in 2019. But hey, they look really, really cool. Yeah, that's what they all look like. And then we've also got some... oh, that's weird. The shoveler duck's got a bit of a bent looking head. That's not very nice to see. That's already ducked up, without swearing. Of course, yes. I mean, what could have been done is the additional detailing. This was actually one product that actually finished throughout the first day of the new year. And in fact, there's a few fat products I forgot to review. There's some minnows here. They look brightly coloured. And then we've also got some shrimp that I might take a look at real soon. Of course, yes, I was running out of ideas, so that's why I've made those shovel build ducks a reality. And there, the shrimp right over here. So hey, these guys look cool. And let's move on to our last, but by no means least product, the Flip Out Origami decorative fantail pigeon door pack. And the reason why I made a pair of pigeons is because, and I mean, they were not Flapping Bird 16 pigeons as I'm repacking those quacksters, all of those ducks. Get back in those brown envelopes. There you go. Back like so. And then we've also got these shrimps. Holy shrimp! This video is already totally ducked up. Get in here, you flippin' shrimp, or else I'll put you in the Barbie the next Australia Day. Okay. This product here, the decorative fantail pigeon dual pack, I've made this because, well, in order to commemorate the new year, pigeons represent peace. Peace! Like this! You know what I mean? And hey, there you go, these are fantail pigeons, and the packaging is starting to be determined to unpack this thing. And they look like peacocks. They've got like a fantail, that's why they're very much designed like that. At they come is a white one, and here is the black one, which looks iridescent. I love the colour in this. That looks very nice for such a pigeon. They look very much like peacocks going by the tile. Let me just show you very nicely and wisely in terms of how they're designed like that. Okay, going for the very melancholically, or should I say monochromally blackish looking coloured pigeon. There you go. There's its fantail like so. There's the other side here. And there's its iridescent looking colours going on in here. It's black at first glance, but then when you have a very, very closer look, you can see that the plumage looks a little bit purplish, as you can see, and also the head colouring looks also quite green, with a bit of white involved. Now that looks very, very nice, and there is the white pigeon, because hey, white represents peace, a little bit like what Christianity is all about, eh? There you go, it's got like a pinkish looking eye, it's got like a cute face, and she looks, well, highly spirited, that pigeon, and once again, she's got the same feature as that other peacock pigeon that I've just reviewed. And also, there's a bit of trivia, this was the very last product to be made in 2023, just before New Year's Eve in London. Now, I think it was the brown-headed gull product, I think, one of them actually, and I think that's going to be about that. It's going to be about it in this quite rough and ready for that product, because hey, apart from the fact I was super enthusiastic about monkeys, hey, I don't need to monkey around for that. That was just way beyond cool. Anyways, if you're really enjoying this pretty awesomely flippin' great toy review, much better than the second part, mind you, I feel much more better and less ill than what I did in the first video, which I haven't uploaded yet. If you really enjoyed it, please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flip Out videos in the future, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now!